it's a real shame we all gotta meet like this. You know, it's 4th weekend in a row, 4th funeral in a row. You know, it's a real tragedy. It pulls on my heartstrings, you know? Pulls right on them. But, you know, onward and upward, right?
Yeah. Whatever, just deal with the fucking hand.
Alright, who's in? Who's in? You in? Well, you got a card, so you're in now. Oh, okay, the stripper's in. Alright. Hey, you already got packets. You're not playing. Alright. Anybody else? Who else is playing? Nobody over here? Alright, well, I get all the cards. It looks like I win.
Yeah, these Buffolks. They never get any easier to sit through. The grub's always great, though. I remember we were at a Buffolk once. We were trying to re-elect Hank Wallace, even though it was totally illegal, didn't make any sense, and Roosevelt was dead. But, I walked over to this, this broad that she was breathing, and I said, you know, life goes on. Someone's got to clean the pool.
These are fucking hard to hold, they're ribbed.
I was at a Suffolk funeral once. I believe the year was 1907. I approached the bereaved who was weeping into her pasta salad, and I said, "Does the carpet match the drapes?" No, they didn't tell me they were serving ribs.
You know, so I'm at the Hap the other night, and you know, I'm slamming back beverages. You know, buying as many for, you know, nobody in particular, but people keep picking them up. So anyway, I see Boo Boo Collins standing back. I'm like, Boo Boo, listen up, pal. Remember that bet you made with me? He made a bet with me, like, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago. So I'm like, I'm calling it in. He's like, what you want? I'm like, I want a 10 baht. Just for me. He's like, I can give you this corner. So, you know, I hop the bar, pretty, you know, I'm like Jesse Owens. I leap over that thing like nobody's business. I'm behind the bar, I got my sleeves rolled up, and I start making Suffolk and sevens. Tons of them. For everybody. I'm slamming them back. I must have had 7 or 8. I don't know if you know what these things are, alright? It's hot dog water and Schlitz. It's no even amount. That's the beauty of it. You just dump it all together and you got yourself a fine beverage. So anyway, I get Blue Moon Fever. I gotta dance. So like Scottie Pippen, I'm back, over the bar, out on the dance floor. Who do I see? Boo Boo Collins. So Boo Boo and I decide we're gonna dance together. Boo Boo heads over to the jukebox, whips out By Lamos. Remember Boo Boo? You're not Boo, fuck you. Anyway, so I wake up in Boo Boo's apartment, right? I got a knife in my hand, covered in blood, a flaring asshole. Boo Boo's nowhere to be found. Best wedding I ever been to.
Hey, you want some of this? Some original recipe Windex.
You make that yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Good girl. Get the fuck out of here. You know, every time I come to Buffolk's, I bring Dad's ashes. You know, he said he wanted to go to every possible funeral because you know he did not live the old god, and he wanted to be there for as long as he could. You know, I'm not convinced it's doing him much good, but you know, he was a stubborn old man. You know, towards the end of his life, he took me aside and he said, "Don't tell your mother, but I've been faking it all these years." So he said, you know, I've been faking it all these years with your mother. I said, how's that even possible? You had me, you had Butch, you had our 7 sisters, whose name is I can't remember for some reason. Anyway, he looks at me and says, I rigged up a complex system of pulleys in the bedroom. And what I would do, you know, every time your mother and I were making love, you know, performing a marriage act, I'd clock her right in the eye. And when she woke up, I'd have brought some Yugoslavian drifter in there to finish the job for me. I said, Dad, that's, you're breaking my heart here. You're breaking my heart with this story. Breaking my balls!
Does anybody want any more of this Windex?
Clyde!
So I'm watching Fox News, and the broadcaster says that Iran's got the bomb. So right away I start thinking about making a Suffolk bomb shelter, right? Only I want to get all the fixings. Bitches, Heineken. Anyway, I basically just got drunk and thought about putting a bullet in my head.
Dad would have wanted it this way.
So, me and my brother Clyde here, we've been here in Suffolk for what, like 30, 40, 50, 60 years? And we've been coming to these funerals all the time. You know, we hang out in the clubhouse, we go to the funeral, we hang out in the clubhouse, we go to the funeral. And you know, our parents are dead, so, you know, actually, you know what, eat this Oreo. Don't talk. It's okay, Clyde. So, we go to this funeral today, and we're like, wow, the food here is great, right? But then all of a sudden, we go to the open casket, and what the fuck? It's our aunt!
So, you know, me and the lead singer of 38 Special, we hit the town one night. He's getting hitched in the morning, you know. Suffolk wedding, all the trimmings, Christmas trees for some reason. So, you know, I'm thinking, you know, where's he going to enjoy himself the most tonight? His last night of free, I take him to Chuck E. Cheese. Place mobbed with kids. We hate it.
Eat this, Clyde. No! No! Alright, Clyde. No!
You know, they say hindsight's 20/20.
Goodbye! I'm going through menopause over here, waiting for you.
Clyde, eat the Oreo. Clyde, eat the Oreo.
Yeah, I went to Suffolk.
You know, I went to Suffolk, and I don't know what anybody's problem is. I mean, I got a good job. I'm on the force. You know, just got promoted to captain. But, you know, I had to sleep my way to the top. But what do you expect? I went to Suffolk. He stabs him in the leg.
Like double that.
I believe it.
The only thing that I learned in Suffolk was to soak my bra in chloroform. So when the boys came to motorboat me at lunch, the joke was on them.
How much vodka in a shrimp chicken cocktail?
Hey, Jack, that remind you of anybody?
Yeah, your mother.
I'm at a Suffolk funeral, not unlike this one. It's tragic as shit. So I got a mouthful of porterhouse, and this little Dickensian orphan, he comes up to me, sad as shit. And he says, "Sir, what's the meaning of Buffolk Day?" He said, "Son, it's a long story, I'll keep it short. Somebody put his dick where it wasn't supposed to, so they cut it off. Eat your eggs."
So I'm driving my 94 Tercel Toyota, best car ever made. I'm driving out to New Hampshire to spend a weekend in Hampton Beach with my girl. So, you know, she gets to give me a little road back. And she's not doing a stellar job. So, you know, I whip out my 30-06 out of the back seat, start cleaning it on top of her head. Needless to say, I finished cleaning the same time she did. Bullseye!
And I said, "Well, tell you what, you can either get us a stripper, or we can get your dumb wife down here to dance for us." And I looked him in the face for 5 minutes.
Kind of snap out of the whole thing and realize that the Goonies is on. Finish the movie. Didn't finish her. Right? You know how it is.
So I'm at Ace Frehley's birthday party, and I'm supposed to be shot out of a cannon into the wedding cake. You know, it's a joke we worked out beforehand. But, you know, at the last minute, I'm bored. You know, Jeopardy's on. And, not that I can read, but I decide that what I'm going to do is, instead of me going through the cannon, I'm going to send a Thompson's Gazelle shooting Ace his way. He loves that shit. You kidding me? Horned animals? Can't get enough of them. It's a little known fact about Ace. So, you know, so the moment strikes, the cannon goes off, the gazelle flies right to the cake, leaps up and gores Ace to death. I show up, everybody's crying. I'm like, what the fuck is this about? It's supposed to be a party. Is nobody drinking here? So, you know, after 25 minutes of wailing and gnashing of teeth over the demise of a member of KISS, I was like, all right, no way is this party dying on my account. I grab a flare gun and I start shooting at all the tables. Everybody's going up in flames left and right. I mean, it's a goddamn orgy of fire. Never seen nothing like it before. It's like Bonfire of Vanities if that had any fire in it. So, you know, I just kind of slowly, I kind of sashayed to the door. Like, they're never gonna blame me for this. But then the police picked me up and I got the flare gun. You know, I'm still sucking on it because I find that soothing. And they say, "Son, where'd you get that flare gun?" And I said, "Your mom's house." They like that one. And so then I hopped the freight to this here Buffolk. That's why I'm here today. But you know, the thing we gotta remember here is we may be here to honor the deceased. That doesn't mean she wasn't a Class A cunt.